The year is 1983. The Cold War didn't simmer down, it erupted. Across the globe, nations are caught in a massive storm of chaos and confrontation. In 83, the battlefield becomes a living snapshot of alternate history, where the Soviets and NATO clash in brutal, large-scale warfare. Guns don't just fire bullets, they echo the tension of a world on the edge of collapse. Welcome to the world where diplomacy failed. And every firefight writes a new page of history. This is Infinity Gaming, and this is 83. In 83, the Cold War finally breaks its silence. The line between deterrence and destruction is crossed, and global diplomacy dissolves into a tactical nightmare. This isn't a far-off sci-fi dream. It's grounded, gritty, and real. Every match feels like a piece of an untold story where soldiers carry the burden of nations. You don't just spawn in, you deploy with history pressing on your shoulders. The environments in 83 are sprawling, realistic battlegrounds. From snowy Eastern Europe villages to dense German forests and airbases soaked in tension, these maps aren't just eye candy, they're tools of war. Every building, road, and tree line offers tactical possibilities. Whether you're flanking through a wheat field or defending a bridge under fire, the layout rewards brains as much as bullets. Battles in 83 aren't about lone wolves, they're about squads acting as one. Each operation supports over 80 players, throwing you into massive skirmishes where coordination wins the day. Spotters call targets, medics save lives, riflemen hold the line. It's not chaos, it's combat with purpose. The squad system breathes life into the battlefield, making every play a cog in a deadly machine. The firepower in 83 is built for realism. You wield iconic weapons from both NATO and Soviet arsenals. From the punchy M16 to the brutal AKM, the attention to detail goes beyond looks. Recoil, reload times, and ballistic behavior all reflect real-world performance. These guns aren't toys, they're tools of survival, and when you fire them, they feel right. You're not just a soldier, you're your squad's identity. With deep customization, players can kit out their loadouts for any role. Want to be a frontline engineer, dropping ammo and repairing vehicles? Or a stealthy recon scouting ahead? 83 lets you shape your presence with uniforms, gear, and weapon attachments that aren't just cosmetic, they matter on the field. Tanks rumble across battle-scarred landscapes, APCs ferry troops into the fray, and helicopters from above. Vehicles in 83 are not just transport, they're a core part of combat. Mastering armor warfare can shift the tide of a match, but vehicles are vulnerable too, especially two well-placed explosives or a smart squad with RPGs. 83 walks the line between realism and playability, but you won't feel like you're playing an arcade shooter either. This game respects the pace of tactical warfare, letting you deep dive into strategy while keeping the action fluid. Fighting in 83 isn't static. Frontlines shift, objectives change. The mode-driven gameplay is designed to keep squads moving, capturing key points, blowing up strategic targets, and holding ground under fire. No two matches play the same. The battlefields evolve as you play, forcing players to adapt their tactics in real time. Visibility is more than line of sight. 83 plays with realism through suppression, sound, and limited intel. Bullets crack the air, artillery shells shake the ground, and players who panic don't last long. The tension is thick. You have to listen, read the battlefield, and move carefully. This game makes every inch earned feel like a small victory. Launching first in Steam Early Access, 83 is being tuned and refined by both developers and the community. This isn't a game locked in stone, it's growing with feedback. The devs are fully committed to player-driven updates, balance fixes, and performance polish. This is a modern war game made with old-school attention to detail. With the full launch planned for Q4 2025, players can expect a polished tactical FPS experience. The early access version will already pack core modes, essential maps, key weapons, and vehicles. Post-launch updates will expand the arsenal, add more factions, and deepen the campaign-style experience. It's not just a game, it's a living war simulation. In a world flooded with fast-paced shooters, 83 dares to slow things down and raise the stakes. Every choice matters, every life counts. This isn't about topping the leaderboard, it's about completing the mission, surviving, and telling the story of a world that fell apart. If you've ever wanted to fight in a Cold War that went hot, this is your shot. 83 isn't just another shooter. It's a war story told through bullets, strategy, and survival. With its release set for Q4 2025, this game is shaping up to be one of the most grounded and gripping tactical FPS titles in years. I've got my eyes on it, and if you're a fan of large-scale battles, Cold War history, and intense teamwork, you should be too. For more breakdowns, reviews, and deep dives into games that hit hard or fall flat, subscribe, like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, share this with your squad. See you on the battlefield. Infinity Gaming, out.
This is a developing story. We will bring you confirmed updates every hour on the hour. For now, stay alert, stay informed, and may peace prevail in Europe.
Welcome to 83, a large-scale online tactical PvP shooter built around the idea of accessible realism, a twist on the tactical shooter genre popularized by the Rising Storm series. The goal is to make combat feel as authentic as possible until it stops being fun, and then we wind it back a notch. It's 1983. The tensions between NATO and the USSR have reached their breaking point, and the Cold War has quickly turned into an all-out conflict across Europe. One of the battlefields, codenamed Woodpecker, takes you to the location of the iconic Duga radar station in northern Ukraine. There are multiple objectives you and your squad need to swiftly capture to gain control over this strategic location. The choices your squad makes when capturing objectives matter. Teamwork, effective use of vehicles and equipment, or well-timed fire missions can all provide the necessary tactical advantage to win the battle. 83 is currently in development, and we aim to launch it on Steam Early Access within 1 year. Please support the game by wishlisting on Steam and sharing our trailer with your friends. Thank you, and see you on the battlefield. Welcome to 83, a large-scale online tactical PvP shooter built around the idea of accessible realism, a twist on the tactical shooter genre popularized by the Rising Storm series. sharing our trade